Today for Primetime Local News, we are joined here with Glenda Benevides, the award-winning Grammy-considered artist and also a author. So thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today, Glenda.
Thank you.
Yes, really glad to be able to have you on here and help share your story. And really glad you could join us to speak on your newest single. And there's a big inspiration behind this. So can we kind of start off with you telling us what it's all about?
Yeah, it's called Lulu White. And Lulu was an amazing, powerful woman of color from the late 1800s. She lived in New Orleans and she was super successful. This woman had gone from nothing to something. And in that time period, women, I mean, you were lucky if, you wouldn't go out and work. You would either scrub floors or, belong to somebody or be a mother or something, and I just thought it was pretty extraordinary that this, how I found her was kind of in a weird way, but I just thought she was pretty extraordinary. And I thought, God, I really need to tell her story. Like, she's amazing. And then I really thought, for us women, we really need someone to stand forward as a leader, as someone that's actually in her time period really couldn't move forward. And she did. Like, I mean, she was wearing $5,000 dresses in the late 1800s. I mean, can you imagine? So yeah, so I was working on my newest album, actually, and it's called, I kind of coined it as the Southern album. So I started looking in the South and like, what does that mean for me as an artist, and how do I express myself fully? And I really came upon I really sing very soulful and very bluesy and that type of thing. So it kind of led me there, and that's how I found her. Just started digging around.
Well, I think that's very inspiring, beautiful that you're wanting to share her story. I think that's amazing. And I love how it's women empowering as well. It's really nice to see that. And I know with this new single, when people buy a song, you plant a tree, and that's absolutely wild to hear about that. So can you kind of explain how that works? Because that's very fascinating.
Sure. Actually, it was my partner. He is a mastering engineer, sorry. And he started saying every time someone come through his doors to master their new song, their single, their album, whatever, that he would go ahead and plant a tree. And I went, oh my God, that's something I can do right now, because I work with Foundation for Climate Restoration, that type of thing. And I went, no, now this is something that I can do now, like just right now. And it totally inspired me. And I've already planted like 60 trees. I did 20 in the UK, up in Scotland, and I did another 40 here in California, which we really need it. So yeah, so I was really inspired by that. And so I decided to gift that to people and just say, hey, look, if you buy a song, you're actually supporting an artist, you're supporting Lulu White, you're supporting everything that you can think of as far as empowering women and music and art. And you get, I will plant a tree for you. So that's kind of how that works. So it's kind of like a really win-win, real fun thing that, we can all do and really move the needle, move it forward, you know what I'm saying, through art and actually being in action doing stuff. So
That is absolutely amazing how with even your work, you're also helping with our earth. I absolutely love to see it. I bet you'll be getting lots of support. And since the single has come out, have you been seeing a good response so far?
yeah, it's been pretty good. Like I said, I think I've planted about 60 trees. So and it lets me know right away. So like if somebody goes on my Bandcamp page, because that's where it is, you actually you can buy the song, you can buy the single, you can buy the album, whatever. And then and it's kind of by donation. So once you do that, it pings me and lets me know, hey, somebody just bought Lulu, somebody just bought your Goddess album, somebody just bought whatever, right? And then I go, okay, and I mark it down and I jump on, and then I go buy a tree. So, and I was going to also let people know, if there's a place that you want me to plant, I can, because they have a variety of places. I can do Australia, I can do Canada, I can do of course, US, and it's really, really defined. It's really interesting. The company's called One Tree Planted. You can obviously do it yourself, but this supports artistry and
No,
hopefully goodwill, and uplift people. So it's actually, we're all actually doing something.
perfect, Glenda. Well, thank you so much again for joining us and sharing Lulu White's story. I think it's a beautiful little tribute. So thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much.